What's up, guys? I hope you're doing well. We got another day of events going on right now. I'm not specifically talking about the ongoing Armans event, though we're probably gonna get a terribly hard Deck of Fate event tomorrow. It's gonna come down to that if I actually am able to finish the Armans path or not. What? Okay, there. So I have completed every single event so far, but we still need 450 points all the way to get to the 5-star soul. We will see about that. It's my goal. I'm not sure if I get it, but even if I just have to be happy with the 4-star soul, it was worth going for, though it was a very tough event and I'm low on games and I'm afraid that I'm gonna miss the next season or some other really important events that we get soon, but we will see about that. Another interesting, or actually multiple interesting things going on right now is that we have CVC. We're having a pretty hard opponent, and apparently these guys are, I mean, they are Russians, so they are good at this kind of stuff, but they tend to apparently snipe the enemy teams at the end, and we have a 3 million lead, and as you can see, we have this ridiculous 25 million points. Obviously, I'm at all the way to the bottom with 100k. I'll definitely try to put out more points today, but I'm at the bottom of the barrel. Our top guys are doing as much points as I do in a year. And with 3 million lead, we're not even sure we're gonna win them, and we're trying to get bigger lead because these guys are gonna snipe us and we don't have any kind of deal with them. This is not the end yet, and we had, of course, 4 reaction in this CVC, but there's no reason to go for it. We already have a hard opponent today, and if we go even harder than this, we would have a hard opponent next time. Though I think, yeah, we're already at rank 1, so I guess we're screwed either way. If it was up to me, we would chill out and get easier opponents next time, but you know how it is. People have to do echo battles and show off, and I mean, I get it. I mean, if anything, I understand that some of my clanmates might not be happy with my contribution, but they are aware that this is what they get, and it is what it is. But yeah, I'm not sure if we actually are gonna win them. Then another funny thing that we got going on right now is there's actually increased chance event for Taras. This is definitely one of your best chances to go for him. I'm kind of tempted, but I only got 10 shards and I'm gonna save it for 2x unless we got some very special event. But those top accounts, they are going for their empowered Tarases. I heard some people apparently got their second +4 Taras today. That's where the meta is at. It's still worth wailing to get your 10th Taras in this game, so that you can have 2 at +4 and base roll out any defense team that you might meet in Classic Arena. But we're not going for it, though I am gonna wail today, and we're gonna go for the Ratalos set. When we had it the last time, or I guess the set name is actually changed now to Slayer set, but when we had it the last time, I originally wasn't planning to go for it, but then I kind of changed my mind about it and basically decided that it's kind of on the borderline if I want to go for it. It's a very good set, but the biggest issue with this set, like, well, if we just talk about the set bonuses, the fact that you get the ignore defense only when using AoE skills, if you have a champion that fits this condition, then it's an incredibly good set. You get turn meter boost, best ignore defense, and crazy stats with every set bonus, and then at 9-piece set you have a 30% chance to repeat the AoE damage, which is super bonkers. But of course it's a 9-piece set, it's extremely hard to get 3 accessories on the right faction, never mind getting a 6-piece set on any style of nuker. But also it is very specific for very few champions that can really make the most out of it, which will be Arix, Tormin and Garol. None of them are the best nukers in the game, though Garol is definitely up there, but I wouldn't put him over something like Taras or Harima or Lazarus, let's say. But he is one of the best damage dealers. This set will be insanely strong on him. And there's a good chance that we will get other champions in the future that might use this set, but all of these factors kind of make it conditional and not an easy choice for me if I want to go for it. But at this point I'm not gonna lie, it's worth to do it just for content, to be honest. So I'm doing it for content. Of course I'm gonna use whatever items I get, but this is your preview video to see is it worth going for the set and what do I actually get on the video. Now, of course, one other thing that it is really good at that I didn't mention is that even if you just get 1 to 3 piece bonus on accessories, it's gonna give you a lot of stats, and this alone might be the reason to go for it for many people. But there's also those conditions that if we think about the super end game and think about it in the long term, you probably are gonna try to aim for high levels of merciless set bonuses. By high levels I'm talking 6 to 9 piece. So you might not have room for this, but then again, the chances of getting a 9 piece set on the right faction is astronomical, and maybe you can get a 6-piece merciless set and you might squeeze in a couple pieces of Rathalos, or as it is now called, Slayer set, and that might totally be worth doing. The issue with that though, or it's not issue, but there's a lot of competition with the accessory sets, and of course Stone Skin and Reaction are very good as well, especially for somebody like me that I don't have a Siphi, I'm not fast, no Siphi, no Shu-Chen. Even if I did have them, I wouldn't be faster than most other people, though if I did pick the Siphi then they would have to resort some very weird things to outspeed me. But if you're always going second, then those Stone Skin and Reaction accessories are very tempting, and I would want to get basically 4-piece Stone Skin on all of my nukers in live arena, to be honest, or at least majority of them. But I mean, there's technically room for 1-piece Slayer, and you're probably not gonna get the 4-piece Stone Skin anyway. There's champions that you might not want it, maybe Taras or Harima. Probably I would get it even on them, but you don't always need it for many reasons. It is a very good set, and of course you could use it on PvE content as well. If you really care about PvE content, this might be the best set, or in the right conditions it's definitely the best set for Hydra and so on. Those are the reasons why you might want to go for it, and I actually did get a couple decent pieces so far. I was already looking at my Eva build, which this isn't the final build because we don't have the updated skills yet. She doesn't actually ignore enemy defense with the A2, and I have him on Cruel. I think when we get the buff I might not go for the Cruel anymore, because if you get 50% from skill, 50% from Helm Smasher, and I mean 25% from Helm Smasher and 25% from Savage or Lethal, you are at 100%, and basically Cruel 2-piece is overcapping it at this point. So basically it might be best to go with other stuff on just if you care about the A2 damage. So Cruel is still gonna be best 2-piece for the other skills. But I might actually go for 2-piece Rathalos. I was looking at my gear and my optimal build for the A2 would actually include 2-piece Rathalos or Slayer set. Let me double check that I don't have anybody wearing any Rathalos pieces right now, but I don't think so. Yeah, also I think they did increase the amount of accessories that you get from the Forge Pass a lot compared to last time, so that is kind of interesting and maybe makes it more attractive for people to buy it. But if we take a look at the pieces I got so far, this weapon might be pretty good for non-attack scaling nukers, because you can get, or it might be good for defense scaling nukers, let's say. You can get defense percentage on weapon anyway. It's not a perfect weapon, but might be usable. This is definitely kind of good for HP scaling, but no speed and it's a 5-star. But basically we got a couple okay weapons. I don't think we had some defense, and did we not? Yeah, okay, I have no perfect helmets. I think I had 2 good shields. Yeah, here's 1 good shield. This would be totally endgame shield for attack scaling nuker. By the way, these don't look like shields to me at all. They kind of look like chest plates covered in moss. But anyway. So we got like 1 endgame shield and multiple kind of so and so pieces that might have potential, but not perfect ones. And yeah, this is what I got on last for Forge Pass. I think the only top tier piece I got apart from these is the boots, and we got like some decent chest, but nothing incredible. So we have 1 good boots, we have 1 good shield. Maybe we could make a good set. We basically only need well, I guess we need multiple because we need accessories as well, but we have 2 pieces, it's a good start, it's nowhere a full set, but if we could get 2 more pieces like this, then could be a Carol set that I don't have anyway. But we're gonna get the pass. Let's actually go for the pass and see what we get. Okay, I took a swing with my credit card and we did get the pass. It's 20 bucks. It's up to you if it's worth it for you or not. It's not the biggest deal, but if you spend 20 bucks every day on the game, it's definitely gonna add up, and you kind of need to decide for yourself. And if you're undecided, then maybe this video will help you in doing so. But I think generally for a lot of people, they are kind of they already know if they want to get it or not. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of alluded to it before that I wouldn't get it because I was pretty frugal, but I wouldn't get it, but since we're doing content, I'm gonna get it at this point. I don't think I'm gonna go for every single possible Forge set that we get, but I'm gonna go for the relevant ones. I don't think I'm gonna... I have talked about the Forge sets before, but... or the... not Forge sets, but the Forge Pass sets specifically. But I think Instinct is the best one for new players. If you buy this one, you get a lot of progression, but it's not relevant for me. I'm never gonna get it. As far as Bolster goes, it's kind of out of the meta. It's a very good set though, but it is very much out of the meta. I would probably buy it at least once more just to finish the set, but I don't think I'm gonna indefinitely buy it. Maybe once or twice. As far as Defiant goes, this might kind of come back to meta. I think I skipped it multiple times and bought it once. Basically on these 3 sets, Defiant, Righteous and Slayer, we will see about them I probably wouldn't buy them every time otherwise, but I might be doing it in future. We will see about that. The game is kind of developing anyway, so they might become obsolete and you never know what happens. But so we did get the pass. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is the one thing that I was kind of surprised by last time, because in the past I wasn't really buying Forge passes every time. When I was buying Bolster, I knew I was gonna get it from the start and I opened it every day, but now that I'm doing this, I didn't realize that you actually have to click through all of them and there's no button to collect all. I don't know why Plarium hasn't done this. I thought on the last video that I made a mistake and I didn't understand it, but everybody told me in comments that there's nothing to do it with, and you actually just need to click through everything, which doesn't, it's weird thing. Maybe I'll mention it to the community managers, but it's a weird thing that you have to manually go through all of them and you can just collect all at once. Like, when you have multiple pieces of items that you can collect, and when you click one, it should just collect all of them at once, or at least give you a prompt and an option that do you want to collect everything, and then you get it. But as you can see, we got a lot more accessories than last time. I forgot the count, but I think they like doubled it or something like that, probably based on player feedback or statistics or something like that. I wasn't expecting them to increase the amount, but it does make sense on practical level though. It's definitely worth buying if you want to get into the game, or you have been playing it for a while but you don't have a super old account with established pool of accessories or just any items. I kind of do, but I'm trying to get those endgame super pieces, and we kind of do need more item sets nowadays for Cursed City and so on, but that isn't really my intention. I'm mostly interested of those super endgame pieces for PvP, but let's see what we get. Okay, wait, I got a bunch of other irrelevant stuff. Okay, we got rid of the Fire Knight event pieces, and I'm gonna go through all of these first, including the accessories, and then I'm gonna craft after that and see what we get. But probably I'm still gonna be crafting gloves, which I think I did last time as well. There's quite high demand for them because you want to get them on every build, and you could take gloves for any style of nuker, so you kind of have a good amount of variance that you need many of them, and many type of them could be helpful. But yeah, after we collect these, I'm gonna craft. Let's see what we get. I'm not planning to really use Chaos or on Slayer set. I think Stone Skin and Merciless is gonna take the priority, and reaction pieces. So in the past I would keep these kind of random 6-star legendary pieces because we didn't have mythical ore back then, but I would keep these. I would Chaos ore them on lethal set, but I don't think we are gonna do it on this set, so we're not gonna keep any of these, I don't think. Literally everything is gonna get sold. There's just too many things to use mythic ore nowadays, and doing random rolls on stuff like this is not really practical. The most practical thing to do it is on Stone Skin accessories, because you can use those accessories on, like, defense ring could be fine for any type of support, attack ring could be good for nukers. You can basically use all types of builds, but here we only need nuke pieces, so everything else is worthless. Okay, and I also got the today's stone skin, but I already know basically that I didn't get anything good of them. As far as the accessories, I don't know if I want to keep 5-star ones. The thing with 5-star ones is that I probably wouldn't keep them otherwise, and somebody is probably gonna find this funny, but we have tons of 5-star Chaos Ore, and even though they are gonna be a lot worse, but if you can make a good set on it, it might actually be worth using a 5-star in this instance, because you get so much stats from the Slayer set. So I think I'm actually not gonna sell any of the 5-star ones, and I'm just gonna... well, I'm not gonna sell any of the accessories for now, let's put it that way. But I am not really gonna Chaos Ore these. If there's like, let's say, an amulet and I have a perfect set, I might Chaos Ore one, or I would, so that's why we're gonna keep them, but it is not my plan to randomly Chaos Ore everything. We also got the artifact enhancement event going on right now, so I don't mind leveling up random pieces because I need to do it anyway. It's a good time to double dip a little bit. Okay, that's interesting. Skinwalker's ring, we could use that on maybe Wukong. Okay. Then we get a triple roll. Okay, nice. Okay, that's a good start. Let's see what Ascension we get. Nice, okay. That's pretty good piece, even though it is double roll, but since it's mythical, it is a triple roll. And triple roll with 5% crit rate and potential to use on this set, so very good. But Rathalos set on Wukong, I guess you could use it because, I mean, you think you could use it, but it's gonna be a bit weird for him. I think it's still gonna work for the AoE splash damage of the A2, but it's not gonna work on the initial hit. It probably might still be worth using on him, but nah, it's not gonna be worth it because the initial hit isn't gonna get the ignore defense. I'm almost certain it's not worth on him. The other two skills, the A1 and A3, the damage doesn't matter, so if the A2 was fully AoE, I probably would use it on him, but not worth it. We might use it on something else in future though. Might as well roll all of the crit damage amulets and see if we get the Ascension. Okay, nice. That one we could totally use, though we didn't get any attack rolls, but we do get the 5% crit rate, so that might actually make the way into his build. But yeah, you might find it weird that I'm gonna have massive bloat if I don't sell any of the accessories, but I'm gonna take a closer look at them later. Maybe I want to Chaos Ore some 5-star ones for a build that I first need to see what kind of item sets I can make, and I'm not full on accessories anyway, so I don't have issues keeping them. Since we did buy it, I don't really want to waste the pieces, so... On artifacts I'm gonna be a lot more strict though, and we're not gonna keep just any random pieces. But yeah, this is how it feels like to be a whale in raid. Though sometimes when I do takeovers on those whale accounts, they have like the entire loots of force passes in their mail and they haven't even opened them, and they might have multiple forge passes worth of uncrafted gear. So if you really are a big whale, it's actually often not even like this. But if you are a tryhard PvP player, the first thing that you're gonna do when you open up a forge pass or get the weekly stone skin is you're gonna go through all of them and enchant any relevant ones. mostly this set will be very good on Hydra. Like I said, Tormin and Arix are kind of not the best nukers in the game. Though if we were to get a crazy set on one of them, that probably would tilt the scales and make me use them more. Why are they changing the order? I hate when it does that. Like, when you go through them, then it suddenly changes the factions. Sometimes that happens, based on if you enchant some pieces. I totally could sell all of the 6-star non-nuke accessories, but I'm just gonna do it after the video to not make this any longer than it has to be, because I guess it's becoming a very long video. That doesn't have attack roll, that kind of sucks. Raid can be very time consuming if you're tryhard. This shouldn't come off as a surprise to anybody. Okay, that's not a bad one. Let's just roll it to maximum. Not perfect, but it's in a good set, so we will take it. Dark Elves, interesting. We could put this on Queen Eva. So the funny thing is that I think I basically have all types of amulets for Eva. I already have one Rathalos piece actually. And I also have Stone Skin and Reaction, so I have plenty of choices with her. And of course, after the rework, her main skill is gonna be the A2, which is a single target skill, so if you're gonna use it on Eva, it's purely for the stats from the 1 to 3 piece set, and you're not gonna go for a 6 piece set. But okay, let's finally start crafting. I probably should cut this video a little bit because it's taking kind of long time. We have 139 rarity charms. I guess we're gonna leave like 20 pieces of uncrafted, but I'm not gonna craft them without the charms. I think that actually happened last time as well, and I had couple pieces that I didn't craft. I think the next time that I do one of these, I might actually stream it, because I think it's about time that I do it, and I think these kind of videos make probably more sense on streams than YouTube, but for now it's gonna be a YouTube video. So I'm gonna craft gloves for the reasons that I explained before. If I happen to get some really good gloves, then I might actually swap it, but let's craft couple sets of gloves and then we will maybe change it. I didn't get gloves last time, or really good ones, and that was the only thing that I crafted with all of the pieces, so it is super RNG. And of course, there's so many main stats that you can get on gloves, and then you also need very specific substats that it's way easier to get a shield, let's say, than gloves, which everybody of course knows, but... And I'm not gonna use speed charms, I'm low on them, as everybody often is. I'm gonna save them for other stuff. We're gonna go with crit rate because we can use it on every item slot, and it's the most efficient to get something that is useful, even compared to speed per se, because we could be using speed boots, though probably you're generally gonna prefer attack boots unless you just happen to get really crazy speed boots. Well, it depends. Some people want to go for full speed and they have stuff like George at 290 speed as a like hard nuker. Yeah, so it depends. I would still prefer to go with attack boots. On paper it's more optimal, but it depends. Holy moly, we got 6,000 points with that craft. Maybe this is gonna contribute a little bit to the CVC and my clanmates will be less unhappy with me. But let's first see what we get and then we will craft some more. Like I said, if we happen to luck out and get some good gloves, then I'm just gonna stop crafting gloves. And yeah, on these we're gonna be a lot more strict than on the accessories, but if it's a piece like this, I'm still gonna keep it unless I get perfect one with all of the substats, but we could still get either speed or percentage main stat here, which would make this like a good filler piece if we already have a set. Come on. Let me see some crit damage gloves. Did we not get a single? Okay, there's one, but the substats kind of suck. Okay, so kind of unlucky with the gloves. I mean, yeah, a little bit. We got quite many actually 6-star gloves. In that sense, we were lucky. But all of them are wrong main stats. I mean, if all of the, even if we do get crit damage and the substats suck, it's not gonna be that great, but we didn't even get pieces like this apart from just that one, but I'm gonna keep it for now. And that's kind of what I recommend for other people as well. If you were to get, okay, nice, that's a good one. If you were to get good 5-star pieces, you might consider keeping them. I don't know if maybe we should keep those gloves. Just in case. I will probably sell them later, but for now let's keep them and we have more room for play. But for my account, probably I just wouldn't use the set unless it's gonna be a 6-star gloves. But again, the set is insanely strong, so it makes it a little bit different. Let's actually craft these pieces. I'm just gonna go all the way in on this chest and YOLO it. It's already good one, it can't be terrible, but if we get a crit damage substat, it's gonna be a great one. Okay, didn't get it. A little bit sad, but we're still gonna keep this piece. It's not gonna be perfect endgame chest, but it might make a build. Yeah, probably not gonna use these gloves, but might as well roll them and double flat HP on 5-star gloves. Even here, let's say that we get all of the rolls in either HP, and then we get crit rate, or let's just roll it to all the way. I need to do the event for artifact enhancement. Okay, so this might actually be potentially useful on RX or another HP. Oh, we haven't got the crit damage ascension. Yeah, we don't have crit rate, but it's totally worth it. This is actually pretty good. We even get a lot of, not a lot of, 50, well, it's a lot. We get 15% crit rate from the bonuses anyway, so this is actually not terrible at all. And the fact that we have flat HP and percentage HP is super good because we can clip both of them. If we just had the crit rate here, this would be a guard piece, but this is actually a very good piece, even without that. So that's a good start to the rolling. Let's just YOLO this one as well. Okay. No crit damage. This is not as good as the other one. Missing crit rate is much more preferable than missing crit damage. So, and I think we already have a couple kind of usable shields, so we're gonna keep it, but we're probably never gonna use it. Okay, let's roll this all the way, but yeah, not perfect. I mean, most people probably are not running with full perfect pieces anyway, so it's kind of a endgame player's pipe dream, but I have pretty high standards, so unless I get really good pieces, it's probably not worth using over my old stuff. For me, not for everybody, but for me specifically. I think we're still gonna craft more more gloves. I'm kind of we did get the good HP scaling gloves, but I want to get attack ones. If we get attack gloves, then we're gonna craft something else, but I already have attack boots, so I do want to get a pair for those. If we get gloves that are similar level as the HP one that we got, or even worse, then we will move on, but only if we get something. Okay, yeah, getting a lot of CVC points, it's good. I have, well, this might be kind of controversial for some people, but obviously I don't do a lot of points in CVC, and I think most people don't mind. Our clan leader doesn't seem to mind it at all, but of course some people get mad at me sometimes because I don't do, well, by sometimes I mean like kind of frequently, because I don't do a lot of points, and it's understandable. I have already suggested a long time ago that they could just move me to the second clan. I'm kind of surprised that they haven't done that, but I would totally be fine with that. I would not getting any pressure to do high points would be probably preferable to me, so I wouldn't mind dropping down to the second clan, but it hasn't happened so far, so we're gonna do our best. Even in the second mad clan though, I would probably be one of the lowest points. Let's double check. Can we find the Dawn? Okay, probably we can find it. Okay, never mind. They are high up as well. Oh wait, I'm dumb. I can't see their CVC stats on the video. Maybe I can edit it out if somebody posts it. I'll try to ask it after the video and I'll show it there if I remember what points they are at. But probably I would be the lowest points there, or one of the lowest ones as well. I'm not a big fan of CVC. Oh, those are actually good. We already had one good piece of gloves though, I mean boots, but these could potentially be even better. But what? No way. There's perfect. What? Holy moly. We have like at least two, but possibly three very good boots for what? No way. We just keep getting attack boots. Okay, that's... I wish I had that kind of RNG on lethal as well, but we will take it. Even though that's kind of good. Is there any reason to keep this for something like Seer? I might as well keep it for a Seer, but I don't think I'm gonna use it, but okay, let's keep it. Let's keep even that crappy chest piece. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of CVC. I think it kind of creates a bad atmosphere in the game, but of course it makes sense for raid and so on. I wish the CVC was a PvP competition between clans and not whale wars, but that's what we have and need to make most out of it. I still, even though I don't really care about it, but I kind of feel like a little bit, like regardless if somebody actually complains about it, but I do kind of feel, of course, duty to still be useful to my clan, even though I'm not, but I can't totally slack on CVC. I think probably another department is Hydra CVC as well. Okay, that shield might be useful. On Hydra CVC, I'm also not really... I don't think we want to even keep that one. I'm not the biggest contributor there. Oh, no, that's a good chest. I mean, shield. Remember, like I said before, they look like chest pieces. I'm not biggest contributor there. I'm trying to improve, but I need to get champion pulls. We keep crafting gloves, but we don't get gloves. We get anything but gloves. Yeah, we're getting some like half decent top pieces, but we actually got a couple really good bottom pieces, which is weird. Usually it's the other way around, but it's way easier to get top pieces, so I'm not worried about them, and I'm super happy to get bottom pieces. Okay, I guess we're gonna start off with the crazy boots. We're just, of course, instant max rolling these. Regardless of what we roll, it's gonna be good. Okay, this is perfect. I would prefer, if I had to choose, triple crit rate would be my least favorite option. Maybe 0 or 1 crit rate and rest to speed or crit damage, that would be my preference, but this is good, we will take it. Even that attack roll might end up being relevant for some nukers. But let's roll the other ones too. I think we're gonna go all the way to 16 on this as well. Okay, it's a lot worse. I don't think we're gonna make multiple attack nuke sets, so probably the one perfect piece is all we need. Yeah, this one we can already sell at this point. I already got 3 pieces of boots, and this would be my 4th best boots, so we're not gonna keep them. I think I already had 1 defense chest with the old pieces, did I not? Yeah, we're only showing the new ones, so I think I had piece like this, but we haven't got the right extension, so it might be relevant. Considering that there's no speed or crit damage, even if we got triple crit rate, I wouldn't be super excited about that item, but we're just gonna exhaust all of the options to see. Okay, I think I'm gonna roll this all the way to 16. There's no speed, but yeah, double defense and crit rate, so this could be a good piece on defense snooker. Of course, if I actually want to use the Ratalos pieces, I have to do a lot of chaos dusting. Why did I even keep this shield? It's a 5-star one. If it was 6-star, I would maybe consider rolling it, but not on 5-star. Yeah, I'm not gonna go all the way to 16 on that one. We already got multiple good shields, but this one, let's max roll. Come on, no HP, no HP, okay. 1 HP, it's good, it's a good piece. We could use this on any type of nuker, but it does have the flat HP, even though it's not percentage 1, but it could be extremely good on HP scaling nuker, of course, but we could use it, of course, on attack scaling 1, since you can get attack on shield anyway. I have a similar piece like this on lethal. I think I actually got it on first lethal rotation. One with all of the perfect substats, but it started out as a 6-star blue one. But you can get lucky with these, and it is potential to get all of the substats on it. Okay, good start. We only need crit damage, and this could be an incredibly good piece. Come on. Okay, not crit damage, but it's still a good filler piece that we might end up using if we actually do make a Slayer set. But if it was crit damage, it would be super bonkers, but we already got those good boots, so we probably kind of got lucky. Maybe could have gotten a little bit better accessories, but apart from that, on the artifacts we got pretty good RNG. Okay, this one as well, no crit damage. I would prefer no crit rate with triple roll on crit damage, but maybe we could use this on HP scaling nuker. Wait, why did I even keep this? Well, maybe I could use it on a Seer, but apart from that, I'm not gonna use it on other Nukers. Okay, we kept the chest for a Seer, so we might as well keep this one as well. Maybe I will put my Seer in Rathalos set. I probably have the pieces to do it. Yeah, I mean, blind Seer is not blind Seer, normal Seer. It's not really super endgame stuff anymore, but I do use it on Cursed City as well, so probably I'm gonna hear her in this later. Yeah, she has some super random worst of my worst lethal. I think we're definitely gonna get a Rathalos build on her after this. That will also free up any, like this shield could potentially be used on my arena champions, so it's gonna free everything from her. Okay, I think we're still gonna keep crafting those gloves. Yeah, okay, we're just gonna... There's only 30 left. We're gonna craft all of the rest ones in gloves, and that's gonna be it for today. As far as in would I buy Rathalos set, it is up to you. I'm not trying to like promote or shame anybody into whaling, but I would say that if you do spend money in the game on shards and so on, you probably generally get more bang for your buck with the course passes. So if you are casually spending on your hobby anyway, it is probably, or it is better, more efficient way to spend money than most other packs in the game, so I'll leave it at that. What happened there? Okay, so no gloves, but we did get a couple really good pieces, so I can't really complain. Oh, that's actually a very good weapon. No speed sadly, but it is a very good one. The only issue is that we might not... we might get unlucky and roll a lot of HP. If it had speed, then it basically couldn't go wrong, but let's see what we get. Okay, that's a great piece, that's a great piece. Taking into account that, yeah, we got one roll on the flat HP, but it's a mythic piece, so it's basically a legendary piece with no wasted rolls. Though there's no speed, but you don't even always want to get speed. In the future, if there was some meta where you're using attack scaling Nukers in, let's say, classic arena offense, you might even want specifically to have a semi-slow build, so of course you would prefer to have the speed substat, but there is situations where you would even prefer this piece. I don't know if anybody's using Carol in classic arena offense. You could use him, but it's still kind of hard with the Taras passives. Yeah, it's a 5-star weapon, but let's roll it to maximum. Oh, okay. Yeah, we got another pretty good piece. Kind of on time as well that the silver lasted. Yeah, oh, okay, last piece. Okay, yeah, we didn't have enough silver for last piece, but we basically got everything that we wanted to get done. And yeah, this is probably what you can expect. I also got the pieces from the last Rathalos event, to be clear, but I definitely got more good stuff this time than last time. But this is from after 2 forge passes. So we got one And you can totally see, like I said, that if you spend $40 on shards, or if you spend $40 on this force pass, you will definitely get more use out of this. But here is after $40 what you can get in raid. I think I probably got a little bit better RNG than average, to be honest, but these boots are very good. I still need to chaos dust them, but they are, I mean, they're kind of perfect blue boots. We do have one roll on flat attack, but we got all of the substats. We can glup both speed and flat attack, so it's actually very good piece. Even this one is usable. I'm using pieces like this on my lethal or on couple champions because I don't have multiple perfect boots, but since we do have two better ones, we're not even gonna use it most likely. But two good attack boots, one really good 5-star chest for defense snooker, but it's so good that that will definitely make it to some builds. Yeah, not very good chest, I'm not gonna count that. Usable defense chest, not perfect, but usable. Usable attack chest. Another usable attack chest. This one is pretty good. No crit damage, but still a good one. Yeah, we actually got multiple good boots and chests. We're just kind of lacking in the gloves, even though gloves was the thing that I was crafting. Oh, I think this was from... Oh, it's a 5-star one. Never mind. It was actually looking very good, but it's 5-star, so... Nah. Okay, gloves. Actually, this is pretty good. I think we probably can make an attack scaling nuker set. I need to look into it. Maybe I will reveal some champions for Hydra after this. Actually, yeah, we don't have like a perfect set yet, but we definitely can make multiple sets already. Yeah, there's a pretty good shield, though no speed, but it's still very good for defense snooker. Oh, we got even better one than that. Basically perfect shield. Another one. I think that was pretty much all of my best pieces. I don't think we have multiple usable top pieces, but we don't have perfect items other than those two shields. Many semi-good ones though. Yeah, I think I'm definitely gonna rebuild some champions after this, maybe for Hydra. I kind of have to take a closer look at the accessories, and I don't have quite enough silver to finish the build at this time, but I will use this. I was gonna use them if I was gonna buy it, of course, but we got enough pieces that we can make usable sets. Oh, we actually completed the event fully. I thought we were gonna be short and it wasn't enough, but I guess it was perfect synergy. But yeah, I don't know how many people are interested of artifact enhancement video. I mean, people do ask for guides about Forge Pass or not Forge Pass, but Forge sometimes, and I have made couple ones, but this isn't directly gonna be it, but it's kind of my discussion about the pieces. I would say that for super endgame player, especially now with the new sets like Merciless and Xenogenesis and so on, a lot of the Forge sets are not relevant anymore. They kind of used to be, but we basically have a couple guard sets that overshadow everything else. But if we quickly go through the really good fourth sets. There is Perception. You can ignore all of these other ones. There's Perception. Untouchable can be situationally useful in endgame PvP so that you can't get bombed. You could be the champion with 4-piece Stone Skin and immunity, but not super practical. Fatal can be okay filler set for PvE, but not relevant. Same with Frostbite, it can be good filler set for PvP, but nobody actually uses Frostbite in practice. I used to do it, but not anymore. But yeah, but basically we got Perception, you can ignore everything else, and then we got Lethal and maybe Defiant, Righteous and Slayer, but even all three of these sets are kind of niche and you don't have to get them. You can get them if you want to, but it's very situational. Bolster as well. Pretty much Lethal and Perception are good universal sets for everything. Those you want to focus on and not miss out on them. Everything else is not relevant or endgame, but very situational. Defiant has been considered not super good, or not bad, but it hasn't been popular in PvP. But now that we have Narses that ignores passives, which include stuff like Dutch's passive damage mitigation or Ursuka and many other ones, or Roto's passive and so on, this might make a comeback since it doesn't ignore item sets. Let me double check, but it definitely does not. Damage inflicted by this skill cannot be decreased by enemy passive skills or masteries. Yeah, except by bosses. And of course that doesn't include Harima passive. Harima passive still works against it, which makes it better than ever. Harima is definitely the best nuker in live arena, but it's actually kind of making a comeback in classic arena defense as well, where it never really was that meta, but now it's kind of starting to get used a little bit. But I think the Defiant set could actually be a lot more attractive than it used to be in the past. People used to, of course, prefer Bolster over Defiant, but now you could totally build more champions with Defiant, and Defiant could totally screw some Narses offense teams. I wouldn't skip Defiant anymore and I would go for it. Righteous is it's very fringe. Like, let's say that you are going for high resistance build, then of course this is the best set in the game. And if we quickly compare it to Perception, which is generally considered, it's basically the best set in the game if we talk about stats purely and not the item set effects. It gives you more bang for your buck than anything else. But of course, Righteous set does the same thing but gives you more stats. The issue is that resistance is a lot more rarely used than accuracy. But there is some very specific champions, like let's say Grixia and what's it called? Stargazer Galatir? No, Star Sage, not Stargazer. But we do have champions now that scale from resistance, and those two are definitely top 3 among the mythical champions and some of the best champions in the game. This would be the best item set for them, or of course you could consider Stone Skin and other stuff as well, but it is a very good item set on them. If you have them and you care about endgame PvP, I would go for this, but for average player, Righteous set might be kind of not relevant, even though it has very high potential to be the best set in the game. But that's it. This is gonna be super long video, so I don't want to ramble in too much about it. Maybe I should cut this part to the start of the video and then get to the gearing and going through the Rathalos set. But yeah, I'm gonna be buying both of them in the future. I think I'm gonna kind of change my plans a little bit, and I'll probably buy one more bolster. I might not buy all of the bolsters in the future. I wasn't buying Defiant, but I'm gonna start buying it now, so change of plans a little bit. Anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you found it useful and informational, and have a nice day and see ya.